The third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. And he's coming out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tennessee's offense will take the field first. It was Alabama in a nail-biter beating the Vols the last time they played.
Yeah, and the Tide doing what they've done. You know, in these rivalry games, they've done such a great job of finding ways to win. They are at their best, Jesse, in these rivalry games.
You're right, David. In most years in this rivalry game, Alabama is by far the better team on paper, but they know every time Tennessee takes the field, they're going to be getting their A game. So the Tide did enough last game to sneak out the win, but they better buckle up because they're expecting this one to be close as well.
And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on third. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Takes the easy completion. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
So Alabama's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell me.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the ground to try to move the chain. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's talk about Alabama. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start... And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Trying play action. Fires complete on the crosser. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Vols! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Hall Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901.
Interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it for a big play. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field.
There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the grab along the side. They get enough for the 1st down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Now on 1st down from the 40. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Shakes off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Off play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was excellent. executed to perfection.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position, it's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pucks it out of the air. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Got it in the middle. It's Burton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Caught in the backfield, it's Shaw. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Right down the middle. Got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll return it. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. From the gun, running back on the move. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback, I'm not going to sack him, but if I get him mid up in the air, if I get one of those calls up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defender.
A strike downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Skips away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. first through the air. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Reels it in down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Balls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run the option. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Vols will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guy.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Hits the open man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Blake McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. When you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level, watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee. The Vols decide to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Vols are threatening in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third down play from the gun. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. This Mike Backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Fast completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reese. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
6th play of the drive coming up. Grab behind the line. It's off. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Burke. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. There. Goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. Alabama will get the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for a big gain. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wide out. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
That is no good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finds the tight end. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burton. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. He'll do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physical?
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man. Touchdown, Tennessee. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Red pass, it's complete. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got his man to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Touchdown, Volunteers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And he knocked through the extra point, pretty meaningless in the grand scheme, and the game is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is
back.